Hi, welcome to The Grind. This phrase that sometimes describes what it's like to live day in and day out for God. Not that God wants to make it hard, but sometimes we have a tendency to make it more difficult than it needs to be. And sometimes the best we can do is develop the spiritual discipline of just grinding it out and doing what we know to do and knowing how to be faithful. See, excuses are like ears. Everybody has a couple of them, except Van Gogh, if you know what I'm talking about. But you might be saying to yourself, I got a few big ambitions. I just don't have the resources or the time or the creativity to take the next step. And I get that. They may feel like realities, but these excuses don't need to continue to be impediments for you. I mean, make an inventory of what you have. Think about what God has called you to do. What are your unique interests and abilities? Do you take joy in serving people? Are you good at teaching? Perhaps you're an encourager. Keep it up. Or you leak generosity. Maybe you're just a natural leader. And once you've identified your gifts, consider the connections and the opportunities you have to express those gifts. Here are the people with knowledge and expertise in my life. Here are some of the people that are encouraging me. Here are some opportunities in front of me, an interview, an address, a phone call. See, you probably have a lot more going on than you thought you did. When we're chasing our dreams and when we're trying to get to that place that God has for us, sometimes we get so focused on what that dream is and the fulfillment of that dream that we quit being obedient in the here and now. And so as you begin focusing on what God has done for you, who you are, and where He has placed you, that gives you the opportunity to keep your eyes open, jump in with both feet, and start doing what it is that you were created to do. And as you do that, you're going to discover that a plan will begin to emerge, and as you're executing faithfulness day in and day out, the excuses as to why something's not happening down the road begins to dissipate because of the joy of the obedience in the here and now. So, put your excuses on notice. Romans 12:6 says, we have different gifts according to the grace given to us. What you're dreaming of, what God has called you to, that is uniquely your call. And you have what you need, not only to get there, but in getting there is where you flesh out the obedience and you start grinding out what it's going to take when that dream comes full circle. That's challenging. I'm not saying it's not frustrating. It is sometimes. But there's joy in doing what you were created to do. Don't ever stop doing that. Put your excuses on notice and quit using them because they're not valid. If God's called you to do something, grind it out, chase it, get it done. I look forward to joining you next time as we continue to grind together.